Now, between cheap gas and what's shaping up to be a solid holiday shopping season, I think we could see a very strong fourth quarter economically. That's my position. Andy Puzder is with us, former CKE restaurant CEO and author of the book, The Capitalist Comeback. Do you see it my way, Andy? Because I think it's a very strong fourth quarter. What do you say?
It's going to be real strong as well. And in fact, the Atlanta Fed has their GDP now projection model, and they're projecting 2.8% GDP growth in the fourth quarter, which means we could, if that's true, we would have 3.2% GDP growth this year, be the first year since 2005 we hit 3% or better. So we're looking towards a strong fourth quarter, a lot of consumer spending. I think it's going to be fine.
I'm sorry, Andy, but 2.8%, if that's what we get in the fourth, that doesn't make it for me. I want 3-4% growth. Why is it? Look, in the second quarter we were 4, in the third quarter we were 3 and big change. What are we doing? Dropping down to the 2% range in the fourth quarter when we've got cheap gas, strong shopping, big holidays? What's going on?
Look, that's just the Atlanta Fed's prediction. All I'm saying, even if that's right, we're still going to be over 3% for the year, which is huge. And I agree with you. It could be much better than that with cheap gas, with the holidays coming up. Look, if you look at since the withholding rates were reduced in February, we've had 0.4% increase every month, including last month, in consumer spending. That's very healthy increases, and it will definitely continue through the end of the year. So I think we'll have a great holiday season. We could do better than 2.8%. But even if we just do that, it'll be the best year that we've had in over a decade.
Okay. Can the Democrats, now that they control the House, can they put a cap on this booming economy?
Well, obviously they can't before the end of the year. Next year, what they could do, and they can't do much on their own. You've got to get bills through the Senate. The president has to sign bills. But what they could do is they could stop the president from doing further things through the legislature to advance economic growth, such as further tax cuts or sensible policies to reduce the deficit. The Democrats, and they will negotiate over issues like spending, like the budget, which absolutely could be a drag on further growth. But the president, remember President Obama said, I've got a phone and I've got a pen. Well, he was wrong. He had a phone and he had a pencil. This president's got an eraser. He can continue to eliminate regulations, which will, I think, further drive economic growth. But it would be great if we had Republicans in there to pass some laws.
Well, the problem is that the economy may need another shot in the arm. We had tax cuts that took effect earlier this year. That worked wonders for us. 4%, 3%, 3% for the year maybe. We need more juice. And with the Democrats running the House, we probably won't get it.
No, we probably won't get it. The big problem really is while we're not able to juice it on the legislative end, but we've got the Fed continuing to increase interest rates, which is, home builder sentiment is way down, which is having an impact on the market today. As interest rates go up, it'll drive consumer spending down. So we've got pressure from the Fed to try and keep inflation down, but we've kind of lost an arrow in our quiver with respect to being able to get legislation through because of the change in control of the House.
I think the Fed should lay off the rapid rise in interest rates.
Absolutely.
Because I don't think we've got an inflation problem. And I see the yield on the 10-year Treasury this morning at about, 3.08. It was 3.25 not too long ago. I don't think the Fed needs to keep doing this. What do you say?
Neither do I. And and we're finally beginning to see working class Americans get some benefits from this economic boom. If you look at how weekly earnings have increased under President Trump versus President Obama, just Obama's last 21 months compared to Trump's first 21 months, weekly earnings are up about 40%. And since the tax cuts, they're up 76%. So we're finally getting money into the hands of consumers. Let's not take it away by increasing interest rates and trying to drive economic growth down to keep inflation, which is already under control, under even more control. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, $2 gas works wonders for inflation.
It sure does.
Thanks for joining us, sir. We'll see you again soon.
My pleasure.
Andy
Good to
Puzder,
see
good
you.
stuff. All right.